Hey everyone, how you doing? I think we got it going. Had a little bit of a, just forgot to turn on the music. Oh well. Hope everybody's doing well. Is Lincoln here? We had a late night last night of, not that late, but a late-ish night of filming, which was great, but yipes. Hey, Oil Kings. Doing great, awesome. Hey, thanks for watching the stuff. That's awesome. Let me get the chat popped out here so I can see it. I'm always forgetting something. I know how to do this. I have been doing it enough. Anyway, we filmed some stuff with Dave and Rusty, which was great. And we need to film with others. It would be nice if we could make it happen. Everybody's just either busy or, you know, all kinds of stuff. But we did film some fun stuff yesterday and an old game, an over 40-year-old game, which was cool. We are going to try to do more of that. Nikki's been trying to do the classics for a long time. And we've done some. We did Acquire, which is, good gosh, 65 years old, maybe? I think it's crazy old. I remember seeing that one when I was a kid. But I didn't play it. I don't think I played it because we had a group. I mean, I was part of a group. So what started our game night stuff was we, not game night the show, game night, us. We, I was part of my friend's neighbor's group, and I was probably 12 or 13, and they would get together on Fridays, and so me and my friend Vince would go over there, and he lived in the same building, and it was amazing. Like, they had really great games. I really remember it well, fondly. Played a lot of, oh my gosh, this is terrible. Played a lot of Avalon Hill style games, and which, you know, at that point in time would be Acquire. They had purchased 3am games a long time before. But I did play games like Regatta, and I can't remember. I mean, I remember Regatta, but I don't remember how it played. It was a race game with boats, which, you know, was massive for me. There's another game we have that we love called, oh my gosh, what's that one called? It's from Amigo. It never got released here in the US. I was really sad. They were going to do it as a Viking theme. And I'm like, why are you going to do that? The race theme was awesome. We did it on the show with, I think we had maybe Dave and Isaac Vega, designer. I think he was here for that. And maybe, I can't remember. Let me look it up. I don't remember the game either. Met the designer in Columbus, I think. And I really love that game. It's another boat race game, but it's awesome. What is that called? It's sitting out here somewhere. Goodness. I guess I could look at Game Night. See what we have on Game Night on YouTube here. But man, it's such a good game. It's so, I'm back on BGG. I'm not too bright sometimes. I guess I should use the app. But man, I'm trying to remember. I feel like it's Island, but it's not. But anyway, so we played those games when I was young, and so Acquire, I maybe played it in the 80s, but I don't remember it. and when I played it in the early 2000s, it like made a huge impression because I knew the game. I knew of it. My aunt loved it. Maybe I was too young when she was playing stuff. So we did that one, and we're gonna do. We're gonna just try to pick some. You know, we were here in the studio, and I said to Dave, I'm like, well, you know, if we're gonna do something like that, we should probably go inside the house because that's where the classic games are, and there's a lot of games in there. Hey, it's correct. But there's tons. So we did it. It's not, the name of it was Beat the Heat, but it's Take 6, and that's 20-something-year-old game. Also called 6-Nimmt and Category 5 and a bunch of different names. But the new one that's available. So I believe there was I believe like a 25th anniversary edition, which I think we have here somewhere, that was from Amigo here in the US. But Amigo has just moved out. They probably, the method that they're doing now is probably for the best, but the downer was they were releasing some of the new games. But they signed a deal with Hasbro, also known as Avalon Hill. I don't know that those games are actually coming out from Avalon Hill, but some of them are. And because they have Kingdoms / Auf Heller und Pfennig, I think, from Reiner Knizia is also out. That's called Cosmo Lancer now, and I believe that's on Avalon Hill. But they signed a deal to do some of their games. So they've done a few things like they changed the name of Llama to like Don't Get Caught with the Skunk or something. I don't know. It's cool. The whole thing's great, and they have another. They have the Wolfgang Kramer Beat the Heat, which was Take 6 or 6-Nimmt. So they're doing some of that stuff. And they also released a new Kramer and Kiesling game. Not new, a new version of a game. It is different than the original one. And I really like the new one. It's coming from us on the show. We filmed it a little while ago. The problem is we filmed that one with Deborah, and so we don't release anybody too many of our groups at once because we don't want to burn through it all. And Deborah's filming, and so we probably won't get to that one at least right away. There's so many other games we filmed with her. We filmed quite a few, so it kind of sucks because it means it delays the release of a lot of stuff, but it's how it is. Anyway, we rarely get to games when they're brand new. I mean, I think Cozy Stickerville came out at the beginning of February, and we just released that 2 weeks ago, week and a half ago, so that's April. So we didn't make it it was over almost 2 months, I think, since it came out. And I think I bought it. As soon as Scott, he played it, and he's like, you gotta get it. And so we got it and filmed it, but it took a tiny bit of time. We filmed it well over a month ago. So I think it was in mid-February, or maybe early March. It was probably early March. February. It was literally days. Is that right? No, I think we filmed it in March. Because I also had Dave's been around a lot. It's been great. He is still up north taking care of his mom, but we were able to have him come over. And we've also been able to hang out with him. It's been fun. Which is, it's hard. Like, it's really kind of a challenge to have everybody make it. Because, the things I want to try to make happen is Aaron and Dave haven't played a game together for a little while. And then Deborah hasn't filmed with Dave since last year, I don't think, because we didn't do any of the advent calendar with him this year. He was really, his mom was, she's getting old, quite a bit older, and so he was really taking care of some stuff there up north, and so and he wasn't comfortable leaving at all because she's now at home, and so that's kind of a challenge. And it's good, it's going well, but it's just he's worried that something will go wrong, and so he needs to be there to be able to handle it. So. But now she's doing better, and and adapting. We all think about that when my grandmother went into a home. She did okay, but it was a little challenging, right? And I went to go visit by myself, which I'd never done. I don't think maybe my brother and I went one time, but I went by myself and I was super nervous because she had, I think she had Alzheimer's or dementia, but she wasn't bad. Like, it was not great, but she wasn't bad, and I was worried because I'm going by myself, and I looked up an awful lot like I do now in Kansas, and she totally recognized me, was excited to see me, and so it was great. I was able to hang out with her. The staff let me take her out to lunch, so it was awesome. And that was a pretty fond memory because I did not get to see her. I don't know that I got to see her again. No, I know I didn't, because the last time we visited their home was when my grandfather was ill, and so I didn't see her, and it was terrible. We did go to her funeral too, but yeah, it's not fun losing your family members. I think I have a microphone going there. But yeah, so it's good that Dave's able to take care of his mom, and Nikki and I are both dealing with that as well. Our parents are considerably younger than Dave's mom. His mom's amazing. I would have never known that she was the age she is. They didn't talk about it, and then when she reached a certain age, she just decided she was going to tell everybody about it, and I think she realized she reached a milestone, and I was stunned. I absolutely thought she was my mom's age, or close, and it was amazing. And everybody, we're all dealing with our aging parents. I think Aaron's parents are doing better, which is great because it seemed kind of scary there. But anyway, enough talking about that stuff. Let's see what else we got going on here. Hey, Schmopel, how you doing? Yeah, it's tough when, how you doing, Opal? It's tough when folks are going, especially, my brother and I had really great memories of visiting. Well, we lived near my grandfather on my dad's father for a long time, until we moved out of Colorado. But my mom's was the one side we didn't get to see as much. But once my grandfather moved, he moved into the South, so I went to go visit him by myself and with Nikki one time. And he passed not terribly much longer after that. But we go and visit. My grandmother lives in Colorado Springs, so we'd go see her. And we went to camp one summer while we were down with her, and I'm pretty sure we were in California. I remember meeting another guy from Yorba Linda, so I was in California. And that was fun. But I miss, my dad passed away 25 years ago, and I miss him a lot. It's challenging. I wasn't as close to my dad as, I was very close to him when we were younger, but when I was about that time, he was much more involved with my brother. They make music, they made music, and so they were constantly working together, and I wasn't doing that. I didn't study music. I played. I was in the band with my brother, but I actually did poorly in school one year, and I'm like, I got to stop doing that. So, and I focused on school. So that was a downer. But I did see my dad, and we would get together and do stuff and go out and eat and stuff. That was great. But not having any of them around to talk to and ask questions, I asked questions, and I felt like I was good about that, but I sure wish I had talked to them more. There's just so many things I would love to ask them, and it's just, that's the way it is. Anyway, because I talked to my mom, but she doesn't have all those perspectives, and plus her memory's great, but she's, it's getting to where it's a little bit more of a challenge for her to remember like current events, things that have happened, but she's still great. Anyway, I did get, so I have let's cut to the table. I need to actually get to the software to do that. There we go. I did get, so I've been working on Captain Carter. I probably did a little bit more after the stream. I cannot remember. But it's close to what I had done. I want to do a little bit more white on her, the undersides of her arms and stuff like that. And then I do need to do the piping or whatever the heck's going on here. And then the base. And so I need to do that for all of them. So these are much further back. But I was also kind of, hey, thanks for the follow, Blue CP7. Thanks for the follow. It's awesome. Yeah, these two are further behind, right? I was like figuring stuff out, and I'm still not 100% satisfied with these shields. I think this one actually looks pretty good. But I want to try to get all 3 of them done in the next day or so. But I did buy, and I think I showed it before, I still haven't. Hey, Daryl, I still haven't. Hey, we played what is it called? The new Darrington Press game again, and it's really good. You should try it with us if you haven't bought it already. Gosh, what is it? A Familiar Find. It's I think it's really cool. It's a light game, but it's fun. And it was like, the more I was playing it, the more I remember how much I liked it. So we had only played it 2-player, but we played with 4 yesterday, and it was great. Anyway, back to what I had purchased. So a while back, I bought Goblin Hobbies set. Where's the other ones? I think I probably stuck them. So anyway, but I bought the latest stamp. What are they called? They're not Stampin' templates, I guess. This is all like a Stampin' Plates. This is all a derivative of nail art that has been going for a long time. Like, I'd never seen it. But when I saw it, like them doing their demos, I'm like, I think this is fingernail stuff. And it's pretty impressive. So they're all like Games Workshop kind of stuff, which is cool. So there are these skulls and, you know, great stuff. Patterns, scales, you know. So you put nail polish. It's a specific, is it a gel? I don't remember. And you, the way it works is you put a little bit of polish on it, then you wipe it off with almost exactly this thing. This is that came with my my wet palette, and I use this to flatten out my the membrane. Boy, I got to get that in my brain. That's what they don't call a membrane. It's the paper, but Redgrass calls it a membrane. Anyway, you wipe it off with this, and then you use a silicone stamp. And I have, where is it? Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's heavy. Got a lot of stuff in it. I was freaked out about how much nail I use acetone and how much is out of it. And I cannot believe I used all that. I'm thinking it's evaporating out of the bottle, which is horrifying. Anyway, so in the regular set, you get this, the stamp, and then 2 bottles of color. One's black. You can barely read the label there. Maybe you can. And then the white. And then I actually purchased, I bought the whole, I went all in on it. And I purchased, is this a gray probably? And then a red. And I'm sure I have a yellow in here somewhere. I don't see it though, but I almost feel like I'm certainly, oh, you know what? I think I just remember seeing them stamp yellow. I have had not a lot of luck with it. You do need to know, here's the other shields. You know, there's a better video. It's Brant from Goobertown Hobbies, and he explains it. Boy, there's a lot of plates. I didn't realize this. Plus, I bought some other ones, like Halloween ones from Amazon that are just other things that, you know, there's Christmas ones here. But I was like, for Nikki to play around with, here's one of them that, wow, I didn't put that back. That was like the first one I was playing with. So it's a goblin one, I think, mostly. Or is it? No. I thought I was playing with the goblin one, but that's clearly not goblins. Boy, I thought I had yellow. Anyway, so the stamp is this it? Yeah, this is the one that comes with it. And the way it works is it's got this silicone, let me get this out of the way, super shiny. It has this squishy silicone pad, and this one actually has it both sides. Can I look through and see that with this? I guess so, but if you take this out, then you can see directly, you can sight it through the eyepiece and where you're putting it. And it's amazing. Now, I did get it to succeed. It wasn't like I had complete failure, but I learned a lot, like use more of the nail varnish. I'm really eager to, now that I've got this other set, and I have like a spare stamp pad, but now I'm really eager to give it a go. So yeah, here's you can see I was using, yeah, red nail polish. I mean, you can see it on the other side. It's pretty red, but I was trying to use it and making a mess. But you put more on because it gives you the time to, like, when it starts to dry, because it dries so fast. Nail polish is really fast. But as it starts to dry, you can then wipe it away, and then you prep the thingy, you get the pad ready, you roll it across, and then you go over and you sight where you want it through the thing, and then press it on and then hold it. And then you kind of tap it down with your finger. It literally is like a decal. It's amazing. Patterns on nails. I probably should. Hey, CBS Ink. Yeah, this is neat. CBS Ink is an illustrator, and he's done quite a few of the geeky jerseys I have. But yeah, it's a neat idea, and it's they actually got the help of a woman in Hawaii, and so this stuff matches hers. I think I have some of her things. I can't remember what I got, but it was like, oh, this is the same stuff. And I did not realize that. I mean, I found out later that they had said, yeah, we got help from this lady. But yeah, here's another stamp that comes with it, which is larger, so you can do larger, like vehicle kind of stuff. It's really amazing, and it's such a great idea. But it is a skill, and it's a pretty, they're very confident that you can learn how to do it. And I was able to do okay. None of it was like super important, like I was doing on a model, but man, it's really impressive. And the kit is really awesome. I feel like, so yeah, they must have had a box, like, I feel like I got a box of this. I don't know where I would have put it from the other lady. But yeah, you put the stamp, it comes in here with this. And it's not cheap. Like the full-on set is like $180 of the original Go. And that was with every pad. So, hey, there's the Goblin one. I knew I did it. I'm seeing red in there, but yeah, this one's kind of smeary. So I'm not the orcs, not goblins, or maybe orcs too. But yeah, it's really awesome. I did do like the bloody handprint, like on my finger, Left 4 Dead or something. Although that's 5, so that's not Left 4 Dead. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, I can totally see why people would love to do this. And I, of course, took the deep dive and was figuring out all the stuff that you did. But I really feel like I got the other kit. Now, there's this other kit I bought here. I don't think this is the one, although it could be. No, this is some Chinese one. And they're also UK, so that's not it. I must have just bought like some of the sheets. So I did buy a lot of the stamping pads. So I probably bought some of hers. As a matter of fact, I know which ones are hers. So I definitely have one. Oh no, this is Goblin Hobbies. Good gosh, why is that out of the package? But anyway, I got one that's this. They put a black back, a plastic back on it, which is actually pretty great because you can stabilize it and stuff. So I have one somewhere, at least one or two somewhere from the other lady. But yeah, it's fun to see the designs. We got like Ouija boards and stuff like that, I think, are some of the ones we have elsewhere. But it's neat, great system. I love it. I'm very happy. So they just released the other 6, which I got. I don't think these are them, but these are the originals. Yeah, they don't have names on the package, so these are, these are feral. But they do have, oh yeah, here they are. So this is the first one, and they actually are now printing them on it's pretty impressive. Like, they did a lot of homework, and when they launched, it was like really ready to go. I think it was at, gosh, was it at, it had to have been at Adepticon last year, and then they released the second plates this year, but they've gone international and made them available. Yeah, so they're different ones. But it's such a cool idea. I really want to play with it more. So I got to do some Space Marines, and I have a blue guy here, but I want to get him painted. It's like one of the last things you would do. But yeah, why is this not in a package? I feel like, oh, you know what? I think the expansion ones are in these packages, but the ones that came with the base set were just these. So that's why I have 3, probably. Yeah, and you can see, I put the film back on one of these, but I do not bother putting the film back. And it's pretty durable. I mean, I don't know how they etch it, but I mean, believe me, we did all kinds of research. I saw somebody doing it with a laser. Wow, you have a good memory. Hey, come on, you're Chad, right? Aren't you? CBS Inc. So there's one that belongs in here. Not sure which one. This is the new one, so it's Chaotic 2. I don't know what, oh, hey, they're on there too. Chaotic 2, boom. That one belongs in here. So that was the one I took out. I remember now. The scales. Man, I don't think your name's Chad. Oh, okay, Chad. It's awesome. Well, I love your shirts. I still keep buying. I hope you're still doing stuff for them, but I can understand if you don't. I really do like their stuff, though. It's great. I'm trying not to buy as many. I still occasionally have to, like, oh my gosh, I gotta have that one. But I have 60 jerseys at least, and they are over $100 a piece, so that gives you an idea how much I've spent. Scott has been, and they've actually reached out about getting free jerseys, but I'm like, I don't need any, and I'm trying to get our folks to get them, like, hey, do you want one? And nobody. I want Nikki to get a little small one. That'd be awesome, but she's not interested. I'm the weirdo that likes the jerseys. Let me put all of this back. I guess I don't need this box. Oh, I remember what this was. This was some gels. This was not that lady. Anyway, yeah, because the other ones I think are just standard nail polish. What does it say? Just says Stampin' Color. Anyway, I love their stuff. I think it's a great idea. It's Brent from Goobertown Hobbies and, gosh, I don't remember the other guy's name, from eBay Minis. Like, he buys stuff on eBay and repaints them, and he's really great too. I don't watch as much content. I mean, I think they're both kind of busy because I absolutely don't see as much from Brent. Oh, that's still out. But I want to try all of it. And now that I have a better understanding, I really want to try all of it. Let's see here. You're buying jerseys for people you know. Well, I don't. They were offering for us to get some free ones. Now, the reason why I didn't want any is, especially at that time when they asked, I had bought everything I wanted, pretty much. There was maybe a few that I missed. And the thing was, is the way they work is they have an idea, they do a run, and they're back to doing this part where they have a pre-order where you can order it and maybe save a little bit of money. I think you do save a little bit of money. You used to. And you could put your own number and handle on the jersey. And I did that all the time. I have at least 2/3 or 3/4 of them have my BGG handle on there. But yeah, they were offering others, and nobody was really biting, and it was kind of a bummer. And then I really wanted Nikki to do it because I thought it'd be just funny for her to have a little hockey jersey. I still may buy one. Yeah, so at the time there were none that I wanted of their current stock. So I just didn't, I'm a weirdo. I've gotten free stuff. I've gotten games from publishers, and Games Workshop sent me a bunch of paint and base, like a lot of the small, ones that you would get at Barnes & Noble or Target that they've done. And all of the second wave of the colors, both of the contrast paints, that and the shades. So it's been fantastic. I absolutely love their stuff. And I've been experimenting, so I actually got paints because it's such a mess, atomic mass. I hope they come out of this okay. They're not done, but they've scaled back. So the one that's the real bummer, for me, is Shatterpoint. Shatterpoint has a bunch of great minis, and I have a lot of them. I need to order. They're not going away, but they're not developing as much. So, you know, I had built the Thor, which I still haven't primed or glued together, but I want to. It's just the downer for me is it's more Marvel, and all I've been painting is Marvel, and then some of the DC that they've done on Marvel United and DC Superheroes United. But I want to get to. Yeah, the Shining one is great. That was actually, so that wasn't the first one I saw. The first one I saw was the Lego one. And I'm like, oh my gosh, what's this? And so I dug, and I went in, and heads deep, you know, immediately ordered. They couldn't get the Lego one at the time. They ended up redoing it. You can request that they'll redo some, and sometimes they change them. I will tell you about that in a minute. But I ordered The Shining, which says Torrance, like 1980, 80. So it's Jack Nicholson's character. That's what they'll do, is they'll do some name that will be, because I have like Iron Man, I have, what does it say, 60 something on that? Stark, 62 or something like that. So I have a few, at least a few like that. Especially, actually I might have more than 3/4, just because during the pandemic they had to stop doing it. They did do R2-D2 and C-3PO, and I pre-ordered those, and it took like more than a year for those to show up, which is not like them. So they were having, you know, probably supply issues or just staffing issues on things. And so I think they stopped because it made it, the other thing they're doing is licensing, way more licensing. And so what's happening is they, hey, James B.STE. Hello, all from Alabama. Is that James? Did we meet you, James? Is that what I'm remembering? No. Were you from Alabama? I think you were. They were, now they're licensing stuff. So I actually got like the Jaws, I can't remember what the name of that, Amity something or others, it's a great jersey. I did not wear it for our Jaws gameplay. I don't know what I was thinking. Rusty loaned me a shirt, and I'm like, I had something, how stupid. I'm always so happy when I have the shirts and the jerseys that match the theme that we're doing. But they have redone, so like, but yeah, they've redone the Jaws. So Jaws, I think, is exactly the same, but it's licensed now. And that's cool. I mean, it's very exciting. I still don't have, I've asked CPS Chat here about having them do a Blade Runner one. I want a Blade Runner, I want a Replicants is really what I want. But I guess I should just make my own. They redid that, and they also have done at least 3 versions of Miskatonic University, and I have all 3. The very first one, I'm like, sweet, but I was not happy that it was white. I'm not a white shirt guy. I do not know I know what it is. I'm a mess. I'll get food on it. Like, the great thing about sports apparel is they're designed to be clean and stains come out, but I just still, ugh. And I have plenty of white ones. But then they did the second one, and man, did it look amazing. Like, you saw pictures, I think it was renderings, but when it showed up, all of the colors were like more pastel, not really, less intense, we'll say. And I was like bummed. I'm like, man, this is a bummer. This looks so great. And then they did another one. And I think the second one I got custom name. I don't know about the first one. Maybe I did. But the third one, I didn't order it. I'm like, I'm not buying another Miskatonic University. Then I saw it again. I'm like, damn it. And so I ordered it. And it's amazing. I love that. It's my favorite one. And of course, it's not customized. So you know how that goes. It's geeky jerseys. I have used my airbrush a little bit, Meeple 15, but it's like, number one, I have a lot of cameras around. I mean, do I have a filter on any of these? I don't think I do. And I need to do filters, but I'm paranoid about, I do have a spray booth, but then it'd be noisy. But I have done a little bit of showing how it works. I mean, I have so many airbrushes, it's ridiculous. I'm actively not trying to buy things now. I'm like, do I need that? No, I don't. Delete. You know what I mean? If I get emails about things, and it's helpful. It's truly helpful because I really don't need it. I have so many minis. I mean, I'm subscribed to all the updates from Games Workshop, and I have been, and they keep putting out amazing minis, and I'm like, I don't need it, delete, So I mean, Daryl, who's on the street, he's not really paying attention, he's working, But I was talking to him about doing Battlefleet Gothic, a game I purchased 25 years ago probably, maybe a little bit less. And I've never played it. I did assemble some. I'm very excited. I actually need to look it up because I bought some. I don't know that I assembled any that came in the box game. I'm not sure if I opened both of them. I might have. Looks like they've both been opened, which is sad because if I wanted to sell them, you could sell them for a lot. And they're worth quite a bit. But I had the idea I wanted to do that. Like I have another game called Dreadfleet that I bought that did not do as well as Battlefleet Gothic, but it's pirate ships like zombie or whatever, undead or whatever things they have. But it's pretty awesome. I have some laser cut sheet here that is just falling on my knees, so we need to figure that out. Anyway, oh wow, it's a whole bunch. Oh, I know why we put this in here, because it was getting wet from me airbrushing. There you go. That's another reason not to airbrush. Anyway, but then I actually found some other, so I just started to search on YouTube, my #1 research source. They need to sponsor us. Anyway, I was like blown away. I'm like, these are cool. And so I told Daryl though that I wanted to do this. And then I looked it up and I'm like, there's a guy in the UK, I can't remember what his name is, MS something or other. And I've seen his stuff. And I hadn't seen him for a while. Because I think he was temporarily or something not doing Games Workshop material. And then maybe came back to it, I don't remember. It's not like, I watch plenty of channels that do not do Games Workshop stuff. But he was doing exactly what I wanted to do. Then I saw this one from these folks in Australia who did this whole warp that's just phenomenal. You should look it up, it's so good. I feel like their logo's like TT. I don't remember, and I know them too. I saw that, and I didn't subscribe. So when I'm using my computer, I'm on BGG. I'm always pretty much doing work for BGG on YouTube, and it won't let me subscribe. And if I'm being lazy and I don't switch over to my profile and do it, I don't subscribe, and it's frustrating because I do see. It's weird. YouTube's very odd. So I am friends with Uncle Adam Smasher at Tabletop Minions. I have followed him. I'm a Patreon. I've been following him for years in YouTube. YouTube never recommends his videos to me. Never. I'm like, I know I'm subscribed, but I still want to see that when he has a new video. I mean, I think I'm pretty sure I subscribe to Ninjon, and they show me his videos. So like, what is the deal with YouTube? Among the ones I made, my favorites was the Bowser. Indiana Jones, I love that one. Oh, I don't know if I have Terminator 2. Oh, so you did the new Bowser or the recent Bowser? Wow. Yeah, he's done some great jerseys. I have a few of yours, I know that. We discussed that previously. I definitely have the Indiana Jones one, I love it. Yeah, they're neat. I hope those guys are doing well and continuing, because it seems like, I don't know, it seems like that might be a little bit smaller. I mean, it's kind of expensive. It's now about $150. So when I started, I think you got them for $99 if you pre-ordered, and it was $109 if you bought one after it came out. And now it jumped up when, not all of them, but it jumped up when they started doing Kevin Smith jerseys. I have a few of those too, and they're great. They're a different design, they're different fabrics. I think that's intentional. I think he had some, things he wanted to do, and they're great. They're great. I have like 3 or 4 of them. I want the Monroeville Zombies and the, is that right? Monroeville Zombies and the Leonardo. I just didn't buy them. I mean, I can't buy them all. I really can't. And I have a few of his. So I have like the Buddy Christ one, I have the Clerks one, and I definitely have the Moobies one, and maybe one more. But they're really great. BGG gets a call out from Carl. Hey, Scott. I did not see the Dungeon Carl crowdfunding. Wow. That's awesome. We haven't listened to that yet. Scott has told us how great that is, and Nikki, he recommends listening to it, which means I think I have to get on Audible to do that, and maybe we'll do that. I'm trying to cut subscriptions, so I don't know. They're doing much more licensed stuff, and the cost will go up. Yeah, of course, and that's fine. And it's not even, here's the reality, $150 is not that much for these jerseys. These jerseys are amazing. Actually, Scott has some now. He's bought Godzilla ones and a Batman one. They are amazing. Like, the quality is phenomenal. They have really great sublimation. So the Shining one that Opal mentioned earlier is all dye sub except for the embroidered crest, the chest and the stuff on the back. But like it's all dye sublimation of the carpet, and it's amazing. That was the second one I bought with, I was started that story. I ordered that one and I bought Batman, not Batman, Star Wars Black Squadron or something like that. Black, I don't think it's Squadron. But that's the Vader one, and I pre-ordered that. So I think that's the first one I got with my name and number on it. They're great. They're like almost uniformly great. The only one that was kind of a disappointment sort of was the Iron Man one, and it's not bad. It was one that I thought, well, I was at a point in time where I'm like, I don't have one of it, all the different colors, you know, like roughly the same, different colors. And I've stopped doing that, but I still have 60, so I don't know. I don't think I have any on order though. I'm trying to think. I think I've gotten everything that I've ordered. But I have ordered jerseys. Like I have done semi-recently, there'd be one I'm like, I gotta get it. And the ones that are licensed and pre-done, you get them pretty quickly. But that C-3PO R2-D2 one was two jerseys. They're great, but they took a long time. Oh, Metropolis one is great, yeah. The voice acting, yeah, that's what Scott has said. It's a must listen. BG got a call out from Carl. That's fantastic. That's exciting. I'm glad that, you know, it's like those cool stories of people doing their own thing. I don't know exactly, because he's major now, but like Andy Weir did his first one. Was it The Martian that was self-published? And then Howie, whatever his name is, that did the Silo, you know? And those things are doing well and neat, you know, it's pretty awesome. Yeah, the stitching is unbelievable. They are so good. They're just, now, some of them are like a big plate of armor on your chest because it's such a big thing. Like, I have the Back to the Future one, but there's a couple that are just huge, huge. But there's many I missed. So there was like a cool, well, I don't think I got any of the D&D ones, but I absolutely, no, I did. I got the gelatinous cube, ichthoids or whatever. The one I didn't get that I wished I had was the Mimic. The Mimic one is really great. I keep going through these phases like I can't buy anymore, and then I'll buy them. Anyway, let me get to painting. I'm really excited to do it. But yeah, they're so good. Yeah, he was explaining everything to Nikki, and it's like, I think it's right up Nikki's alley. She does watch more things and listen to more. I watch a good amount of YouTube, but not even as much as I would like. I really am quite busy, and it's a little challenging. I mean, we love pinball, and I have pinball machines, and I've hardly played them for the last month, which is a downer. Probably actually more than that, but I have played them. It's just, I used to play daily. For the longest time, I was trying to play every single day. There's achievements in pinball on Stern machines. They have our app called Insider Connected. And so if you play every day, that's the thing. And I got up to like 106 days or something. I was getting on the crest of the next level, I think 125 or something like that. And we filmed with Dave and Nick Murphy. And I thought I had played before, you know, because you're busy. I'm busy getting ready. I thought I'd played before we filmed. And then we were busy, and then ate, and I didn't get to bed till after midnight. And then I woke up at 2 or 3 in the morning. I'm like, did I play? And then I look on the app and it says played, you know, last one day, right? So I had. But when I got up in the morning, it was still registering the previous day. So I had missed it and I lost out. And as much as I'd love to do that, I just don't have the time. And you know, we've been taxes and all that stuff lately, so it's been crazy. Oh, you did the gigawatts. I love that jersey. It's so good. Yeah, they're all, or the gigawatts. I like gigawatts, but the 1.21 gigawatts. Yeah, they're great. I love your work, Chad. It's awesome. I hope I've gone to your website many times, and I've seen some of the stuff you do that's not just jerseys. It's pretty great. Let's see here. Okay, I should probably do her hair. Let's try to get everything equal here. And I'll stop working on the one that's more complete. Yeah, I see like some of the color not going to the edge here. So I did do that. I'll see if you can see it. I'm painting into the channel. I did that with this like a gunmetal color, which I think I fabricated. I hope I did it on all. I did do it on all of them. it's not too hard to come up with, to get the color close, but like it's a little challenging there. They're not going in there like I would hope, but it's not terrible. But I think I do need to give it another go. It's weird. This looks this was the pearl, you know, the metallic medium, and it doesn't look very good there. I think I need to give another coat of that. Yeah, you know, Chad, we really love people doing art and creative stuff. Nikki and I both went to art school. Nikki went to Art Center, and I went to UCLA. And, you know, it's getting easy to not use people, and it's a bummer. You know, you really need to, have, I don't know, it's terrible. So, you know, we have a lot of friends that their kids are graduating now, and they're trying to decide what to do. And, you know, I wish I had answers. I mean, healthcare seems like the one to do, but I mean, that seems hard too. But any creative endeavors, we have one of our friends' daughter, her friend is an artist, and she was doing some stuff, and she was doing some freelance. I'm like, you know what? Make sure you charge what you're worth. I know it seems hard, but, you know, just make it so that you make a little bit, you know, it's not just, I mean, building your portfolio, all those things are important, but that's like, that is the excuse that is constant with art nowadays. You've got so many people that do not want to pay. And I did just use this color, I didn't mix it, I just thinned it out. Hey Sirk, how you doing? I mean, I bought, Siri, I need to turn that off somehow. I buy lots of things that are like art related. I buy lots of prints. I got Scott involved in that too. He bought some, I think he's mostly bought some really amazing 3D prints. The one that I really regret is I purchased these 2 Avengers posters. Ones, I think it was for both of the final 2, Infinity War and Endgame, I think is what they're called. I can't remember now. And I bought the aluminum ones. I'm like, I don't have aluminum ones. I should get these. So they're printed, they're screened on aluminum. It's amazing. But Scott got the one I suggested, which was the 3D one, lenticular 3D, and it's so good. I hung it up in his studio for him. It's so good. And then he got the Godzilla ones that I think those guys did with another gallery, because it's Bottleneck is where I buy a lot of my prints from. But I've tried to like not do that either. I mean, I have some cool lenticular prints, but the one I missed, so I missed Godzilla, which is a great one. There's at least one Godzilla lenticular one. But the other one I missed was, and I remember seeing it, was the Batman Dark Knight. Is that the second one? With the Joker through the foggy glass where it says "Why so serious?" in blood, and it's an amazing lenticular print, and I did not buy it. I do not know what I'm thinking sometimes. I mean, I saw it again later. I'm like, what was I thinking? Yes, for freelance, you need to eventually learn to charge per job, not per hour. Yes. The better you get, you end up losing. Yeah. I hope that it's tough. You know, Nikki has those experiences. She's freelanced for years, and it sucks. You know, she has her, you know, we all have abilities and some things that we're not so good at. She just, she needs to, oops, too much. Although I probably will need that. No, I already have 2 heads of hair here. She needs to charge more for her stuff. It's tough. And she doesn't have as much of that anymore. But it's challenging though. It's very easy to go the AI route. You know, I'm not even going to mention the publishers, but you know, we know some folks that have done it, and it's like, it's sad. I'm like, you know, this, you know, especially like if you look, we went to, I think it was 2018, went to Can FIJ, and they had, let me close that up. They had a kind of a exhibit of the French illustrators. It was amazing, like amazing work. And those guys have taken it to, I feel like they lead the world and it's catching up everywhere, but they lead the world in the amount of investment they put into having great art. I don't know the costs or anything like that, but it's phenomenal. And going to see that place, you know, you saw each artist's work, and it was unbelievable. And when you see publishers from companies like that then trying stuff out with doing AI art, it looks good, but I understand the benefits. I mean, it's terrible. It's really kind of a double-edged sword. I hope this is thin enough. We'll see. I'll put it on my finger now if I can remember how that was. Navigating a few things again. I know how that goes. I did not call my mom last night because we were busy filming, but I do need to call her today. See how she's doing. Let me see how this looks. I was using the green, this one here, the Saks Zero. I wonder if I bought some, I hope I bought some bigger ones. But yeah, learning to charge is what it's challenging. So there was a big project that I got Nikki and my brother to do, and you know, I had better knowledge. Ooh, that's too dark, I think. No, maybe not. But they actually got paid very well for that project, and it was great. They did all the presentation stuff. It was amazing. Let's see. It looks a little. That's the same. Close enough. Actually, I need to put this on a handle because I have wet fingers. But yeah, you really. The downer is it's now so inexpensive to go with AI stuff, and some of the things, it absolutely makes sense to go that route. I don't know, it's terrible. Because I get it. Especially things like when workflow really go quicker, you know. That is one of the things you have to, like, but here's the thing. I mean, obviously it's probably going to get good, but iteration is terrible in AI. And that's what art is, you know, developing it, you know, and as an artist, you have to understand that people are going to have opinions that don't necessarily match with yours unless you're doing the work for yourself. And so you have to accept when people want changes, and that's truly one of the great ways to just get better. You know, number one, kind of anticipate what your clients want. They don't always know. You know, not everybody knows everything, and they think they know what they want. But it's hard. Phone buzz. Let me, hold on, it's Kevin. Haven't heard from Kevin. Haven't seen Kevin. Kevin hasn't been on the show for years. They moved probably a long time ago now. Anyway. Everybody's needs a little bit of help today. Oh well. Let me put this back. This should be in that box of stuff. Right there. Okay. It doesn't quite look the same, but that could be the undercoating. I feel like it's, I don't think I put any red in it. I hope not. I'm sure it just needs to be a little bit more opaque. biggest downer about AI, in my opinion, is that it's not supplementing the lives of, well, it does in some ways, depends on what you're doing, but it takes jobs away mostly. It doesn't actually make your life easier to do the things that you enjoy or whatever yet. And that's a bummer. Like people, because we're in LA and there's a lot of discussion about it. And who was one of them, Darren Aronofsky has one that so they're doing something with Time Magazine and it looks amazing, don't get me wrong, but you don't have the same people. It's like telling, because it's the 250th anniversary of the United States. And it was telling the stories of the days of the year. I've only seen, I saw the first one, I think in maybe late January, early February, I can't remember. Not necessarily the first one I saw, but I believe it was the beginning. And I thought they'd be doing something like once a week or something like that. It's probably not simple. But again, it's not the same people necessarily, so it's not like you have the 3D models that you can then do that stuff again for the next thing that they're doing. But I don't know, it's weird. It looks cool, it's intriguing. And then there was another filmmaker that was talking about using AI. And they're not talking about total replacement, but the thing is like, even the director's job is at risk, in my opinion. And it's, we had a conversation on the BGG show when we were still doing that, about that. And, one of the folks on the podcast was Stephen Bonacore, who is let me zoom in a little bit too here, although he is part of another company now, but he did retire. But, I get it. There's a massive, there's a lot of money invested in doing art, especially when you do it with somebody that's great. They have their fans and they bring a lot to the game, and especially if they're knowledgeable in games, which you really kind of need, right? If you're going to do that stuff, it's super powerful to have someone who understands how games work, so that they can help you with if they're doing graphics and things like that for the the user experience, user interface, essentially, of the board games. But yeah. So it's crazy. It's a crazy time. So my dad sat me down after I'd already been accepted to UCLA as an engineer. He's like, you're really creative. You should be thinking about that. And in that time frame, that was a reasonable expectation. That's a good idea. But nowadays, I don't know. I do appreciate it. My dad actually gave me a couple of really fantastic pieces of advice a few times that mean a lot. And that was one of them. I'd already gone to, during high school, I also went to UCLA during high school, but, hey, thanks for the follow. Brett Spiel Bandon, how you guys doing? So I knew, and I was capable, and I had been winning prizes in art shows and stuff like that, so I knew what I was doing. In addition to the ethical issues of AR, environment, yeah, crazy. That's the other crazy thing about how much energy it takes. And the question is who pays for that power, right? Obviously the power companies have to pay for it, but guess what? It's all infrastructure. And guess who generally gets to pay for that? That's going to be us, because we'll get higher bills to cover that cost. And I don't even know what, the cooling and the energy, it's insane. But it's insane how much progress has been made. My friend Sean, he doesn't use, he's a programmer and he works for a city thing, but he was doing his own project for this. He's a huge fan. His first computer, I believe, was an Aquarius by
Mattel. And he has a big soft spot for that in his heart. And so he's been working on, number one, helping people build their own Aquarius, with some, I think that, I can't remember what chips he's using, but he's not using the originals, right? But he also he's built the case, he's great. He's got 3D skills, he's an artist, but he's using AI to help him recode, like one game that he really loved. I'm sure it was a sort of the killer app for a computer that didn't make it, but it was a D&D game. And so he obviously can't redo that game, and they're not going to license it to him anyway. So he rebuilt it, and he used AI tools to help him streamline the code to give it, because it's like 8K total in the game or something like that. And so he was able to rebuild it. I mean, I think he's still working on it. It's an exercise, but he used AI coding to smooth it out, and it's pretty impressive. And I mean, you get it. Like, there's things and use cases for all that that's, makes a lot of sense. But it's not cheap. Well, it's cheaper than hiring a person. That's the other terrible thing about it all. I got brown on her ear. All to make a dancing pug. That's true. It's crazy. Like, I'm generally pretty good at spotting things like that, but I've been fooled. The one that I thought that, oh my gosh, I don't know if any of you have seen this, but the one that I thought it was also, I saw like a short of it, and I'm not even sure it was actually put out by Games Workshop, but I saw the short and I was like, oh, this has to be AI. Did they do this? But it's a musical. It's the Warhammer 40K, the musical. And you need to go look it up because it does look like they actually filmed and had people involved, and they made costumes and stuff. It's pretty incredible. Now, it's just a trailer, although there is a behind the scenes video too. I mean, but they have songs, and it's just amazing. It's so, I don't know that I would go see it, but I might if they were doing it. Now, I can pretty much guarantee it wouldn't play here in Southern California, but it's incredible. You have to go look at it. It's awesome that it isn't AI. But there was one, it was just blurry, crappy, like zoomed in footage or something, because when it's on a short, it's vertical and it's cropped and everything. But man, it is so great. You should definitely check it out. Oh, right on her cheek. I've been noticing like Deborah involved in a lot more. She's on the podcast that they have for the Daredevil, which is very exciting. I have not watched that yet. But that's, I think, they might have it elsewhere, but it's on Disney Plus. One of the ones I'd like to try to get rid of. I didn't, last year they really got me. This year I thought about, so in other words, I got a notification. I don't think I got a notification, or maybe I got a notification 2 months before it was going to renew, and I don't remember. Like some of them, like when we canceled Apple TV, we had it for a while and we got to see a bunch of stuff, and we'll come back to it eventually, but I'm not going to pay for it forever. And but Apple was great. They said, here's the date, and I think I had already entered it into my calendar to remind me to cancel it, but they were like, when you cancel it, it's over. And so I did do it the day, we were far enough along on everything that we wanted to see, but I canceled it, and it was done. But yeah, Disney Plus, I think maybe they gave me some notification. I can't even remember now, but I did not really get it, and they charged me. Like, I don't remember how that worked. Then this one, they're like, we're going to change the prices. And my renewal date was before the price changes, but guess what? They charged me the new prices. So it's not terrible. It's 12 months for like $190 or something, 80 something dollars. She does need a Marvel United figure. What I want to do is I'm going to take one of the, I mean, I have to buy it. I'm not sure that I'm going to get it. I don't think I have it in here, but I'm going to take one of the Jessica Jones or whatever her name is ones and make it a Deborah. Yeah, it's a weird show. I got to tell you, I don't think they have a lot of, I mean, they must have some costumes, and maybe this year's better, but like last year was not great. Like they didn't do her hair and things like that. I'm like, I mean, you know, they did her hair the day of, but I don't know that they cut it. I don't know, it's terrible. Like, they have money. Make sure she looks great. And she really looks good on the show, so it's cool. But it sucks. How'd you guys end up meeting Deborah? It's so cool that she's such a big gamer. Yeah, so actually, somebody who just texted me is the reason why we met Deborah. Kevin, who's been a friend of ours now for 12 or 13 years at least. He used to work for like G4 TV and stuff like that, and then he went to work at Geek and Sundry. And it was in the waning days of that channel, even though I don't know if they do stuff on YouTube, but they still social media. They must do things on YouTube. Because I've seen some things. But this was 2019, and I was at the Games Day. I did not go, I saw Aaron wrote me a little bit ago, which I need to message him, but I didn't read it. But I was at Games Day, our SoCal Games Day here in Burbank, and he texted me, he's like, oh my God, I just met Deborah Ann Wool. Now, she was doing her show, Relics and Rarities, with them. And he's like, she wants to be on the show. I'm like, wow, that's amazing. I go, that'd be cool. And so then, a little bit later, so he said, you should come on the show. They'd love to have you. She's like, really? And so she came to, I think she tells this story I'm pretty sure she tells most of the story. She's smart. She knows how to edit. I'm not so great. But she was watching our show. So it turns out she had found our show. So this was the end of March, and it was on a Saturday. The episode that she had watched came out 2 weeks previous, 2 weeks and 2 days, and it was one that Kevin was on. No, she watched the first thing, which was, that was 2 weeks and 2 days before, Victorian Masterminds, and she was blown away by the game. And you know, she was a gamer, but she wasn't like that much of a board gamer. And so, really, she was D&D for sure. But I might as well cut to the camera for this, since you can't see me. So she, you can see me, but not very big. So she continued to watch. She was watching all of the shows. I think she was going, I can't remember whether she was going backwards or forwards. But like a month in, she's laughing. Her husband's like, just call them. And so she reached out to Kevin and said, were you serious? And he's like, absolutely. And so we scheduled it for her to come over. And I think it was Dave, because the first games we filmed were Pandemic Rapid Response and a few others. We didn't know what her level was, right? So we picked some lighter games, not terribly light necessarily. And then the day of, she was like, I don't know that I can come. I'm not sure my contract will allow me, because she was working with Geek and Sundry. And I said, well, Deborah, we are far from professional. We are basically, you know, amateur streamers, and but you know, and we don't, none of us got paid. We don't get paid. Nobody gets paid. I'm the person who gets paid, and still, and so she talked to her guy, and then she rep me again. And I said, you know what? Just come over. We'll just play games. We don't care. We don't have to film today.
she was eager to play games. So she came, and then in the whole process, on her way over, she texted me, "Oh my gosh, it's okay that I come, so that I'm on the show." So she came over and we filmed, and it was amazing. She was really fun. And then I said, "Did you have a good time? Do you want to come back? If you want to come back, we would like to pick a deeper game if you're interested." And she's like, "Oh, that'd be great." So I think the next thing we played was, the next time we filmed was like Wingspan and stuff like that. And she totally, I can't remember if she won, but she might have. She's very good. There's one episode we did that I really wished, and she won, but it was such a mess. It's such a downer, and it took forever. The game was like, it made the mistake of giving you cards mid-turn that needed to be analyzed. And so it made the game last forever. And I'm like, what are these people doing? And it was just, and then we played it. So this was done in 2019, end of 2019. And I played it again, excited about it. And it completely landed with a thud with the others that I played it with. And I'm like, I see the problem, right? And other than the fact that it took forever, I should have known. But so we never put that one out, which is a downer. Wasting a Deborah episode is terrible. But I don't even want to mention it. It's not cool. But I forgot about that one. That's another one that we didn't put out. Because there's early on, we did one episode very, very early on that Dave, that Scott wanted us to do, and it really was a beautiful game and looked fun, and it was a neat game where it was designed for young people, like different versions of the game for young and then family. So we played the regular one, and in the discussion we were trying to fix the game, and I'm like, this doesn't help anybody, so we're not putting this one out. And we all decided that the kids game was probably the good one. I know Debbie from her arms in Escape Room. Okay, Escape Room is supposed to be pretty good. I've never seen it. But yeah, so she's like all in. The funny thing is she keeps thinking she's not been on that many. I'm like, this was a while ago. I'm like, well, I think you've been in at least 50 episodes. She's like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, you've been on a lot. So we really get along with her. She's wonderful. Good friends. Nikki and her are crafty, and they're doing stuff and passing that info back and forth. She's very busy right now, but it was shocking because Nikki wrote her something the other day. It's like, oh, I already heard back from her, which was cool. This is weird. Is this what's going on here? Oh, I'm signed out. Gosh dang it, I can't stand this. Man, these tools. I think I'm going to have to type it. Let me try the cloud. Yeah, let me do that. Is it going to do it? Yay! Okay, what's going on? Oh, you can't see it really. So on the back side, it's white. I think that's blue. Is that what I did? Oh, I did do it in blue. Why am I even questioning? Wow, it looks different. But yeah, she's great. She's been on a lot. She's planning already what we're going to do when she returns. Yeah, she's fun. Really fun, really smart. Really, oh my gosh. In 2020, I keep talking about this lately. I just wish these guys would do another one. I can't remember the name of the company. I looked it up. But we did a game called The Wilson Wolf Affair. It's essentially this giant puzzle that you're trying to figure out what has happened. And it's all these elements. It's insane. I'm so happy that Scott had purchased 2 copies of it. And I think we had like the high-end level. There were 3 levels of that puzzle. And it was incredible. We did it over 4 live stream sessions. So that was the beginning of us trying to do live streaming regularly. And at the time, number 1, Deborah wasn't as busy. Number 2, we were all super excited about this, so we did it every 2 weeks. I figured the schedule out based on when I was, this is early 2020. I figured the schedule out based on when I would be away, and it was every 2 weeks we'd film and just live stream, and it was awesome. And like one of the earliest times, she's like, okay, I gotta go. I'm like, okay, so we wrapped it up. Bye, everybody. And then we're in here like cleaning stuff up and talking, and then we hear the door open and Deborah's back. And she's like, EJ said I can keep playing. So we all played together, and another hour, which was not on film because we'd stopped. And so we explained it the next time we streamed. But we finished the whole thing, and then we were going to start up with Clank Legacy. And we filmed the first one, and the plan was like a week later, we were going to do our first one on the live streams that we were going to continue. Well, the lockdown happened, and Dave went immediately up to his parents. And amazingly enough, there was a COVID test. I didn't even know this, that he was able to do because he's nervous about getting his parents sick. And, you know, I had been traveling, like it's the beginning of March, like the first or second weekend of March. And I had already traveled like 4 or 5 times that year. And I'd gone to Europe twice. I'd gone to Gamma Trade Show. I went to our retreat. BGG had a retreat. I can't even remember. It was a lot, 4 or 5 times. And I was around a lot of people. And I was nervous about my mom. I'm like, Mom, I can't have you over. I don't know what's going on. You know, because we didn't know. They're like, you might not even know you have it. And so we canceled the stream. Although Aaron had said he would join it. Dave was not there. And that would have been fun. And had I known what I know now, that we could have bubbled, we could have done it. Now, Deborah did continue to work. She actually got some more work and was in like a closed set that they bubbled in and everything. It was amazing. But so yeah, that was a downer. But she's awesome. Let me see, how do I do that? This one looks like it's a little better. What was the other thing? I was painting the others and I'm like, if I was smart, I would have done this. Let me think about it. Kind of don't want to. Wow, is that white piping there too? I think it is. Oh no, that looks like it's red. Boy, that does not look red there though. Not enough highlight on it. It's weird, they took 2 pictures. It is great that they do front and back, but the original ones in the first wave was literally this. It'd be like this, this, and then this. And you're like, guys, this doesn't help me. The downer is they don't do it. They didn't finish at all of the DC Superheroes United. So I save the references because I don't know, and I don't really want to spend the thought in figuring it out, because why? You know, does it look like that's going to be enough? It does look pretty good. I will probably end up doing some, wow, look how much more shiny that one is. I do want her hair to have a little sheen, right? Yeah, it is different though. Maybe I put on 2 coats. No, it looks pretty good here, so maybe just that one. I will probably do another thin wash after I'm done highlighting it. That'll be the plan. Yeah, Deborah's awesome. Sadly, you know, it's not going to be we're not going to have her around as much, which is too bad, but it's fine. We will do our best. And she's talking about coming around and doing stuff with us, but because she really loves it. We are really, you know, she's been a really great friend and fun to be around and really game. Like she's really really game. Oh, that's expansion plate. Look at that. Thank you, Brent. That was nice. She's really game to try anything. She's really quite good. We have another episode we shot for my hat. Oh, I'm still cut. You guys, I'm sorry. Thank you. My hat. There we go. Thanks, Opal. But she definitely does a lot of work. I'm happy for her. I'm really happy that because she was sad when they didn't recast her for that first iteration of Daredevil Born Again that didn't work. And I've seen things, but I have not watched this new season. I can't remember what they were saying. She's like, oh, you don't need to watch that. I'm like, oh, it's okay. I mean, you know, I want to see your stuff. But she was a little dismissive of some of the stuff. Oh gosh, what should I use? No, they claim you shouldn't use natural hair brushes for painting minis with speed paints or contrast paints. And I think I understand why, because the paint is way more fluid and kind of, I mean, like
I've used this with the brown already. I think I need to clean it. This is not natural. This is synthetic. And this one's bad. I don't know if you can see this, but there's like a curl to the bristles. Now, you can, I have actually done it like once or twice now. I think twice. I don't know if you can really see it, on a dark surface, I think. Let's see if that works. It's right there in the middle. Focus. Yeah, you can see the hairs of a little bit of a hook, and they really do that. If you put it in warm water, like you boil it like in a micro, or get it hot in a microwave, not necessarily boil it, and then put in there, and then I think you're supposed to cold shock it. It's been a while since I've done it. When you're done, I can't remember. I have to look it up. It does straighten them out. Now, this is a synthetic brush. It cost me $2, I think, maybe $2.25. Is it worth it? I don't know. I think I'll just continue to use this. Well, it's got that hook. It's really bad. I need to actually migrate to a new one, I think. But this one looks like it's used less. It's still got a bit of a hook, though. Take care, Chad. It was good seeing you. Change camera view. Thanks, Meeple15. I'm terrible. That's what I get for actually going into the discussion. I'm not going to clean that right. Oh, you know what? I'm going to clean the one that I did, since I'm not going to use it right now. But yeah, the paint gets into the ferrule and it distorts the bristles. So you kind of got to be cautious about all that. And I guess you don't have to do this kind of deep cleaning regularly, but I do. I saw somebody using this on I didn't actually go through their channel. I should go to their channel and look, but it's hard to find any of those videos you watched. And I think that was on YouTube Shorts, or Stories or whatever. They were doing something where it was Spanish. I did watch it, and I didn't understand any of this stuff. I should have tried to see if there's a translation thing. But they were using a sponge with this specific soap, the Master's brush cleaner and preserver, but it looked different. It didn't look like this. If you look at this, it is kind of chunky looking, and I don't think it was like that. But yeah, you want to get it cleaned out of the ferrule, and that is the hardest part too, especially when the paint gets up in there. And these paints get in there and they kind of dry easily, and it's a weird small fibers. Like I've had them break off, particularly with the speed paint, the Army Painter speed paints. Like little teeny bits of paint break off into your paint, dried paint. It's really kind of frustrating. Let's see, is everything got a thing on it? It does. And then make sure these do. I'm putting caps on the brushes that I'm trying to preserve. I can't remember though if I got brown paint on me. Did I touch it while I was painting? I must have. That's not the right one, but it'll be fine. Okay, so let's see if this will do. It's a hook though. You know what? I have one. I have one of the newer ones that was, I think it's the white Taklon, though. Not newer, but a different one from the same manufacturer. So I did buy twos. That's cool. But where's the one? The other two. I think this is underneath the rack here, though. Okay. Pretty sure it was not white bristles. Oh, you know what? I have pit brushes in another spot too. Not too smart. What is that? Is that a red grass one? That's sable. I don't want to use that, yeah. But I'll tell you, sables are great, man. I totally understand why people love them. Again, I used them for real painting. I was a Winsor Newton guy, Series 7, and I didn't use them for acrylics very much. I have like 4 brushes or 5 brushes that I barely use. This one's pretty good. This is a number 2, I believe. Yeah, number 2, Series 7. It's the shorter bristles though. That's not really, like I've evolved for these kind of things to the longer bristles, which I really like. So I have to figure that out. Let me see here. Is this it? No. Is that it? Yes. So this is a number 2 with like white bristles. So look how long those bristles are. It's crazy.
Hey, Kyrio Shireman. Kyrio Shireman, how you doing?
Yeah, I don't feel that that's very clean. This feels different. So it's a different, probably bristle material. It also seems too big. It's like it's going in there. I'm gonna not use this one right now. Okay, the biggest challenge is like, do I poke this? Oh, this was, I'm not gonna put that over there. Put that up front. So I have multiple spots for things. It's kind of silly. I really need to. This is a 1. It looks pretty good. This is an, I bought zeros, 1s, and 2s of these Saks brushes. They're really nice, especially for the money. But I will tell you, if you might have seen on here before, I also have a lot of these. These are Royal and Langnickel, and they are low budget, but they are pretty great. Because you get, I mean, I don't know what they cost now. It's been a couple years, I think, since I bought some. But they were like from $25 to $47 that I paid. I bought one on Amazon set, 144 brushes for $25, and then another set because I was like, I need more of these. And I might have even flipped it around. It might have been on eBay first, then on Amazon, the cheaper one. But not all of them are great. They're 1s through 6s, I think. The smaller ones are not very good. The bristles are too short for what you're trying to do. So you can't really get a point. But the others are pretty amazing, and I've used them a lot. And I'm not afraid, right? I can poke them into the brush, into the body of what I'm painting and not worry about it like causing it to hook. And if you're cautious, they'll last a long time. Okay, well, I guess that's blue. It's intriguing. I mean, I already did it that way, and I did leave like a gap here for the white, so I'll try to replicate that again. I need the blue, here it is, Celestium blue.
How long do I keep synthetic brushes? I wasn't really painting at that point in time, so I was talking about it,
but it's fine. I'm clumsy and I don't. It's so fantastic to have Derek run this, but I'm not going to have Derek run this stuff. He's got editing to do, and we're having this week's episode is a newer one that not one that was filmed this weekend, but newer that I really wanted him to do. So the priority is getting that done because I really want to do it next. I'm sad. So we borrow from the BGG library the games, a lot of games, and I got the email of like what we have to send back, and you know, it's totally fine. We really don't need to have all these games in our collection, but one of the ones is like, I don't want to give it back. We did this last week, we did Layers. I might be able to find somebody selling it, but I'm hoping that 25th Century picks it up. I should write him and see if he, oh, I need a lot more blue than that. Because another Chad, picks a lot of games from there, and it's pretty great. You know, like he picks up a lot of games from different publishers. But I think that game's great. I think it needs more attention, and it's really cool. It was one that I think somebody recommended us at BGG Con in November. And so we filmed that like in January, I think, with Amanda and Paula, and it's really cool. The downer is so we didn't have as much time as we would have wanted with Paula, but she ended up sticking around a little longer than she had initially planned. But I really wanted her to get in a few episodes. We have some stuff with her. She's very busy, traveling a lot, so we only played that one round, and we absolutely should have played it twice, but we didn't. And that's fine. Yesterday we erred on the side of trying to do multiple versions if we could. And I think almost I can't remember. No. I don't remember. There's one game that maybe we didn't do twice, which I wish we had. But maybe we did. I have to look at it. I think it's funny. Aaron's like, you should have come to Games Day. That was my response to you when we went to the last one. Like, where were you? I need him to come over though. I really want him to film with Dave, but I don't think we can do it again this time. It's crazy how the schedules are. I mean, I would have liked to have had Aaron over for yesterday, but we weren't sure we were filming with Dave. We didn't have the day down. He is doing stuff, personal things around town while he's here. He goes and visits a doctor and stuff like that. So working that out is just challenging, and we want to make it as easy as possible. Although we had a great time. What did I do on that? Oh, I didn't paint it. It looks like that should be red back there. I need to do that. It's weird too, like what is this strap doing coming around? If it's a strap. A lot of me talking today, but it's been fun. This one is a pretty great size for this. Why have I not been? I've been using zeros all the time lately. I wonder what, I don't know. It's amazing, like, particularly when you have the long bristles, you can do quite a bit. That looks like that's red too. Did I do that? It looks like I didn't paint it, so I must have been prepared for it to be red. I will do that. It's crazy how you can see things a little more clearly on some of them differently. Like it feels, I mean, they're assembling them, so they might not be 100% exactly the same, but I think the molding part should be pretty similar. I got blue on her hair. Oh, the tuba brushes. Yeah, so that was this one. Might as well show you. This is the number 2 Winsor Newton. I love them, but the bristles are short. You can see how short they are. So compare them to this one. This is a 0. No, this is a 1. But yeah, they're nearly twice as long bristles. So focus. But that's perfectly fine. I just like the kind of like the snap of the longer bristles. I feel like I can get in and then pull. It's weird. Like it's just kind of like a feel thing. And I used longer bristles back when I was painting in college and high school. So I kind of have that. But I got into the whole thing that you got to paint tiny, right? I got to paint this all tiny. But you don't really have to. Wow, that really looks different too. Although I did a pretty good job of it here, so it looks the same. But boy, when I looked at it, it did not. I couldn't even make out what the detail was here, like this clasp fold on the front of her outfit. But yeah, I mean, you don't have to spend a fortune. And so I did mention it last week. So about a month and a half ago or something like that, I had seen something on Reddit where people were talking about these golden maple brushes. And I was trying to figure out which ones to order, and I finally ordered like a set. I think that's more brown hair there. It sure is. And so I bought a set that, I think it didn't have the little, this came with this, in quotation marks, leather holder. It's not leather, but it's very nice. It's actually pretty great to, you know, put your brushes in and to carry them around and stuff like that, which I don't do. So I ordered them, and it was these, and it was 6 brushes, and they're pretty good. I've had a little bit of luck with, I mean, I haven't used them enough, but they're, I think, up to 2, size 2. These are theoretically, I'm sorry, back about brushes. These are theoretically golden, not golden sable, but they're sable, red sable. Kolinsky sable. It says that on the box. It, you know, China, they do have sables there, and they're pretty great. Then I saw, and this is pretty big. This too is really long, but it's pretty good. I've used this one. But then Ninjon did a video where he was talking about these guys, like the stuff that I didn't even know. I literally looked at their store and only saw the brushes. Now, maybe at the time, I do not believe that that was the Gap. But he was looking at everything. He was like analyzing what they were offering and if it was any good. And basically the only thing he felt that was any good was their brushes. And he recommended a set that he got that was 0, 1, and 3. And when I went to go back to do that after that, you know, he was like saying, the only thing I'm going to be sad is that you guys will buy all the brushes and I won't be able to get them. So I went back and bought them. This is a 3. 3 is one I like a lot. It's pretty strong point. It's actually a pretty great brush. I used it a little bit. Again, I'm not painting enough regular acrylics to use it for that. But these were like $28. And then this other set was like $30-something. And they're pretty great. Like, he feels they're in league with the Artis Opus brushes. And I have a set of the Artis Opus brushes. I like them. This is the 2 that I have. But yeah, compare the difference, right? What was the 2 here? It's crazy how different the length is here. So this is a 2 Artis Opus, and this is a 2 from the Gold Maple. So I don't know, you know, I mean, these they're trying to be like for hobbies, you know, they're for the, it says pro modeler. And so I love the long, you know, it's a very fat belly, meaning holding lots of paint. So I don't know, they're pretty great. I love these Artis Opus ones too. They're very expensive though. So I think I spent $180 when I bought these things from them. I bought the full set with the box, full set of whatever, you know, I mean, it's like, it was something through 2. And I didn't need it ultimately. I was just like, oh, I want to try them out. And it's expensive to order them, and I bought them at Gen Con. And Byron's great. His stuff on, their stuff on YouTube, his videos are fantastic. He really has a lot of great information, and it's pretty awesome. His dry brushing skill is phenomenal. So yeah, there are ones out there that you can, if you're going to paint standard acrylics, I don't know why I'm looking at that one, that's not the one I'm painting, and that's not the one I'm painting. If you're gonna buy standard acrylics, it's probably the way to go, right? Like, I mean, if you're, to get something like that and not spend a fortune, especially if you're starting. But, you know, there's the whole, I mean, I've been making the case, like, you don't need to buy great brushes, and you don't, but if you're going to, if you're going to do it, maybe it's good that you start off with a decent one that you don't pay a lot of money for. I have now seen, so that was the deal when I was looking at it. I was reading stuff, you know, because I read all the reviews, not all of them, but a lot of them. And I always start with the lowest ones, right? And some people had problems, and I'm like, wow, I've never had that much kind of bad luck from buying stuff from Amazon. But that also could have been returns, right? They might have gotten one that was labeled as being new, unused, and it was, right? And the people reviewing it, if they even review it on the other end at Amazon, didn't catch it or something. But the pictures look terrible. Like, they claimed all 3 brushes look like that. I'm like, wow, that's ridiculous. So, you know, they can understand the frustration and the anger because it's expensive. But, oh, I was going to do that hair. That was what I stopped for. Anyway, let's just paint into here. Focus. But I do like great brushes, and maybe it's better for your skill. But I mean, again, I painted with both styles for years, and I've had no problem with, generally with synthetics. And, you know, they are definitely cheaper. But getting in and learning how to paint and not poke too much with the bristles, which is really important for brush care, then to me that means you should be using synthetic to start off with. And believe me, I have those issues. I definitely poke still, even though I'm trying not to. I poke in with the bristles. Oh, I was going to go paint over there, and I'm not done with this. The one thing I don't seem to have going here is I don't have a lot in the belly, and I don't quite, I mean, I don't want it, this, maybe a little bit further up, you want the paint in the bristles, but not much. It does look like I did get into that seam, and I am sad. But I am going to have to paint that white anyway, so we'll see how that goes. Man, I think I got better paint coverage on the inside here, so I can see some of this more clearly. Ugh. So, you know, this might have been the stuff I was talking about, doing some of this first. You know, it's harder to cover up the darker colors. That's one reason why I kind of work light to dark as well, and start with the faces generally. We did watch a bunch of Coachella this weekend. I mean, we're out here where it's at, but I was talking to Nikki. You know, Nikki's tiny. She's like, I would not have fun at that show, because we didn't go 22 years ago. We thought about going because Kraftwerk was going to be playing. Gosh, was that before we got married? I think it was. And oh no, but we would have seen them. We saw them in '98. But I had tried to see them like in 90 or 92 or something. I don't know. Whenever they released the mix, and I bought tickets, and they had a visa problem, like they couldn't get in. It was near the end of the year, and I guess there's limits and all that stuff for how many people can come in from certain countries. But you'd think Germany would have been fine. But anyway, show got canceled. Ended up losing all the fees. It was ridiculous, but we did finally get to see them in '98. My brother and I went with Nikki. And then when we got, oh shucks. They did play Coachella, one of the early Coachellas in 2004, I believe. And my brother went, but we didn't go. And so, you know, it's crowded, and it was crowded then, but it's like crazy crowded now. And she just wouldn't be comfortable in those crowds. And we would be at the back, right? She's no way she's going to get into the crowd. Maybe when she was younger, but she's not going to dig into the crowd with people. And it's all standing room, right? So you got no choice. We go see this younger band here. They're from New York, but we've seen them 3 or 4 times now. I think it's 4 times. And we've seen them 3 times at the Troubadour, which is an old club here, folk club from like the 50s, maybe even definitely the 60s. And we just go upstairs. There's seating upstairs. It's very limited. We get there early, and you're there with the kids that want to get up front. In this case, these guys are in their 20s, and so we go upstairs and sit. The last time we had some lady standing in front of us, like texting and something, and maybe calling, standing in front of me. It's very tight, and I'm like, hey, and she's like, well, I'm just trying to get a hold of my son. I'm like, that's okay. I'm just, I don't have a lot of room, and I'm tall here. And she's like, well, I'm here to see my son. I'm like, well, that's great. But you know what? There's seating right there for family. You should talk to them about it. And of course, that's what they did. I'm sure they thought it was a jerk, but it was like she was really just crowd me. So in that case, it might have been better to be downstairs. But the thing is we would absolutely, if we were on the lower level, we would have given up the room for folks that want to be really close, because we're not those people. And it would be really terrible at Coachella, and getting around to everything would be hard. I can't even imagine. I'm not really sure what the dividing line is here, but I'm gonna pretend I know it. But man, was it amazing. We watched David Byrne, and that was great. Played, like more than 75% was just Talking Head songs, which was awesome. I'd only ever seen them once. So back in the 80s, they filmed at the Palladium. No, not the Palladium. Was it the Palladium? I feel like it was the Pantages, but it might have been the Palladium. I have to look it up. So I saw them when they were filming the live show, Stop Making Sense, one of the nights. And they didn't, wow, I got on the gauntlet, the leather. I'm terrible here today. But it was awesome, right? It was an amazing show. They were incredible. And then this one here, so it wasn't with the Talking Heads. They just celebrated like a 50th or something like that. And he was with all the people, but he just doesn't want to get the group together. And I suppose you could figure it's like he doesn't need to, right? Oh, there's, it's supposed to be white there. Oh, well. Under the Shield, who's going to see it? That's terrible. I'm sorry it's not on camera. It's really hard to reach in here. Yeah, I don't know what they glue these with, but I don't think it sucks. It's not going to work. It'll be fine, though. It's hardly seen. Shouldn't worry about it. I'll leave that white. I'll paint the top blue. I did this on the other side. I have zero recollection. Oh, no, I didn't. I just painted it and left it mostly white. That works, too. Who knows? That's funny. We also watched 9 Inch Noises, they were called. That was an amazing set. The Strokes, that was really great. I've never seen them live. I watched Jack Black. Nikki was asleep when I watched that one. And they all play next weekend, so or at least most everybody will be there. So if you want to check it out, they'll be on YouTube. It's incredible streams, incredible, 7 streams. I, 'cause Whoa. But it's worth watching. It's so incredible. Like 7 streams going for 12 hours or so. Nah, not 12 hours, 8 hours or something like that. Some of them go late, some of them don't. And I think there'll be some changes. Like I think Nine Inch Nails was supposed to, 9 Inch Noise was supposed to play Friday, but they were on Saturday. Scott thankfully had told me that their set was 8 on Saturday. Now, they rerun it all, so you can watch it again. I actually watched some of that 9 Inch Nails one again, and some of the Strokes. But it's just amazing. You know, it's such a cool, and I'm sure YouTube must kind of sponsor it because it's just so amazing. It's a fantastic, you know, symbol, like, example of what they're doing, how well that you can, how much you can get done. With that kind of technology. It's just incredible, like so much stuff. It does look like that has that's just a fold, I guess. But multi-cameras, at one point David Burns, one of the dancer singers, was filming, like running one of the cameras that was handheld. That was amazing, just amazing.
Hey, King of Albion. Oh, yeah, I meant Jack White. It was in black and white, though. Forgive me. It was pretty funny. Like, his was the one show I noticed that was black and white. Yeah, I think his voice he might have had some issues with his voice, maybe strained or something. I'll watch again. I mean, he was added last minute. Coachella, that's totally it.
It's just insane. Like the main stage is 4K. I don't know that they all are. I don't think they are. But even then, they all look great. We watched it on we have a 65-inch television. It looked great. And sound was amazing. Like really great mixes. There were mistakes and things like that, but that's just all technical stuff. Because I think I saw one person go on stage. Maybe that was Foster the Meeple. Foster the Meeple. Like, I think he started and there was no audio for his vocals, right? Everything else is playing, so it was a mixing error. But it was great. You know, that was fun too. Incredible giant sets. Oh yeah, we watched Interpol. We watched a lot. Messed up. I have to fix the thumbnail. I'm bummed. And I think I had it correct when I first put it together, but I had problems. So we use templates for some of our thumbnails, and I don't really have Justin's fully ironed out what I would, you know, he's figuring out what he wants to do and the stuff he's writing about. And so I haven't got everything, you know, and he doesn't really have much of an opinion, I don't think. And so I'm just trying to put it together. And I was doing this one for this week. I tried to do it on Friday because I knew what it was going to be and everything, but I couldn't. Something didn't work. And so I stopped and forgot about it. You know, like yesterday we were so busy, because usually that's what I'm doing, is Monday morning I'll just get those all done that I didn't do. And I had forgotten I didn't finish it. And so I had to do it this morning. I meant to do it last night when we were done, but we got done so late. I was very tired and I just went to bed. But then I rushed it this morning because I really would have liked to have had a picture of Evelyn. She's really nice. But I didn't have anything good, and I couldn't fabricate it from what I had. So I misspelled it. I spelled it like the British way. Well, I don't, Evelyn, her name's Evelyn. But he just wrote, he's like, I can't fix it. And I want to make it as easy as I can for him. You know, I mean, it's like he has a regular job. So I try to help, you know, Our Family Plays Games, they do a video for us once a month. And theirs, they actually do the thumbnails. I still have to put together the post, but it's pretty, you know, I'm really sad. So I don't know if anybody's noticed, we didn't say anything about it, but I mentioned Foster the Meeple earlier. Jamie has had to stop doing the solo mode show, which is really a bummer. I really loved it. But she has I mean, if you're ever in Halifax, she has a board game cafe with an Airbnb that they're just opening. I think Nick and Mike might have gone to help them in January with it, you know, like put things together. So yeah, that's a bummer. I really liked her stuff, and she's funny, and but she doesn't think she has the time. But I should write her again and just say, hey, if you ever have the time, please let me know. I would love to have it back on. I like it. She's done some great stuff, and she did it all. She's just like, she gave me the whole package, and I just had to put it together for the things that it would go out with, and it was awesome. Super, super helpful. Cool. Okay. That looks pretty good. Let's just do the other blue while we're at it. Yeah, it was a really good show. So outdoor, so it was a main stage and outdoor stage were 4K, because I don't think that all of them were. Whatever. I mean, they could have. I just want to go to see the technical part. I want to be like, I mean, I had such a fantastic time when I went to. Was it the first time? Yes, it was the first time I went to Geek and Sundry for one of their tabletop day streams, and our friend Steph Straw was going to be involved in a 12-hour game or 11-hour game of Twilight Struggle. Is that right? Twilight Struggle? Twilight Imperium. And it was insane. So I was there to do a segment, and I'm, you know, the only representative BGG, so I had to, like, I don't remember stats and all that stuff, but I had a little bit of knowledge of it, and they interviewed me. And I was just going crazy because they have multiple sets. They're cutting to different things. They have a control center. You know, they're running all the streaming. They had displays. I was on that's right. I was on just after Steph, or maybe when she started. I did an early thing with a couple of games with some other board game influencer people. It was really fun, and that was all just a knockout, just unbelievable, so amazing. Just to see their tech, and you know, we do okay here, but you know, it's a skeleton crew for sure. But man, it was unreal, really, really cool. I'm sad they didn't. I don't think they do much anymore. You know, they're owned by. So they got bought. When I went to see them, they were not. I don't think they were owned. Maybe they were. They got by Legendary. Bought by Legendary, and that was the problem. Like Deborah's show got kind of tied up in the ownership of that, so she was bummed. They tried to get it to go, and they couldn't do it. The Legendary didn't want to. I don't know exactly what Legendary hoped to get from that, but the one thing was that when they had Critical Role, I told people that I knew there, like, you guys got to do whatever you can to save, you know, keep these guys here. They're great, and they did not. You know, those people were probably ready to go. I'm not really sure. I mean, now, I've been to Critical Role's headquarters. I've not been into their studios. I've been into some of the smaller studios, but holy cow, they've got a pretty amazing arrangement. And you know, they're doing well, and the programming is pretty amazing. So they're doing great on their own, and I'm sure, you know, they're participating in the profit, because I think they were already doing their own thing before maybe getting on Geek and Sundry. I'm not sure. I, I have one more tax thing I need to take care of today. It's 12:30. Probably should stop with the blue. But yeah, I'd love to see the tech. I would love to see Coachella and how, I mean, it's just incredible. And that crew is really amazing. The crews, it's so many, each stage had to have something dedicated. And you know, there's a huge gap because they're setting up, I mean, wow. The Nine Inch Noise set was crazy awesome. Heck, the Foster the People one was amazing too. That was just incredible. It's really neat. I just haven't had the urge to go. I've thought about it. Mike goes, or used to. I think he still does go sometimes. I don't believe he went this year though. Although who knows, he might. He's first of all, he knows the dance music stuff way more than me. But he also pays attention to all that stuff. Whereas I don't. I you know, I'm more of a band person, which doesn't mean anything. Plus, you know, they have some great artists. I mean, it was really cool to see the Strokes. I mean, I don't think the Strokes have had an album for like 6 years, and I think they finally have another one coming. And you know, I don't know how popular they are anymore. I don't know how popular they ever really were. I mean, we have always listened to the, in quotation marks, alternative music, and we heard it a lot on there, and it's made, you know, it was a big impact for us. Because I think they were like 2001 when their first album came. So good gosh, they've been going for 25 years. And I bought that album, and I bought every one of them since then. But yeah, if you have the time and the bandwidth, you should check out the stuff. And they rerun them at least once, maybe twice overnight. So you can pretty much see, that's the thing. We were talking about like running around and plan, you know, because they have these charts and everybody's like running to see the thing. And that was the joke that the Strokes said, that they were happy to finally have the opportunity to fulfill their dream of opening for Justin Bieber. And you know, a lot of people were there for that, because I don't think Justin Bieber has been touring, or I don't know what's going on with him. I don't know if he's put out an album recently. I don't know. I don't really know his stuff. I would like to go to Primavera. I think Mike has been to Primavera. That's in Barcelona. It's another concert that's not quite as massive. I don't think they have as many stages. Maybe it's only one. I don't know. But that would be fun to go to Barcelona and be by the water and stuff. See that. Again, another concert, festival that Nikki probably wouldn't really handle well. I would like to go to some of the ones in Germany. We went to see, in 2022, we actually went to see, it wasn't a festival, but it was this multiple day thing where they built a stage and then had concerts. And we had originally planned, so Annie's birthday, good gosh, what is this doing here? Annie's birthday, she's gonna have her 30th birthday in 2020. And the plan was we would go. It would be awesome to go to Coachella, but I would miss the convenience of streams. Yes, 100%. I mean, the ability to watch stuff you missed is incredible with the streams. Anyway, so we were supposed to go see Kraftwerk for her 30th birthday, and of course that got canceled. And so we just kept the tickets. She's like, should I just keep tickets? I'm like, absolutely, we'll come out when it happens. So they kept delaying it a year, and I think it finally happened, I know it happened in August of 2022, I think. And so there were another band that we like that they introduced us to is a German band called Deichkind. And I think of them as kind of like the German Beastie Boys. And she's like, do you want to go see them? And we're like, oh my gosh, you kidding? I always dreamed that they would somehow have a tour while we were there. And so we went to that too. That was night 1. And then we went to night 2. And oh my gosh. So Nikki and Annie are both short, and it was hard to see anything. It was not great. And it was just like the cool place to be, right? It was in Bonn. And so there were people like chatting, like louder than the music. And, you know, I don't speak a lot of German, so it wasn't really great for me. But I would have liked to tell the guys, these 2 guys that were talking really loudly, that they should go to the bar nearby and listen to the concert there and, you know, sit and chill. So that was super crowded. We thought for sure the Daikin one would be pretty bad. All of us did. Friends of theirs and friends of ours didn't go to the Daikin show because they thought for sure that it was going to be too crowded. And it was the Kraftwerk show that was really just slammed. And it was in 3D, so it was weird. You know, Annie, she went and got us glasses because we were kind of trying to just hold our space. And they're like, well, we need to give only one. She's like, I'm with, you know, 4 other people. I need the glasses. So they were nice enough to give them to her. But that was neat. It was a neat open thing. It was really amazing. Actually, I felt like the Daikin night was the better night as far as, first of all, we were able to get closer. Again, we were at the back. We were at the mixing platform, which is normally the kind of places we go. But Daikin had just like interesting bands playing, and I discovered another band, a Korean band, that night, and that was amazing. Linalchi. Well, I'm just making a mess here. That was awesome. So you can see here, like, the paint is drying up from where the paint is wet. That's the problem with these brushes. I mean, this paint. And this is the, now, I don't feel I see this one break off little bits of paint like, I mean, I maybe just don't see it, but compared to the Army Painter. But yeah, the other thing about Coachella is it's really expensive. It's very expensive to do all of, you know, to see all the shows. And you don't necessarily kind of afford to go every day. I don't know, you know, all 3 days. And here's the thing. I mean, obviously now that you can watch it all via YouTube, I would want to see like the second set that the band does, you know, the set they do the next weekend. Coachella. But yeah, it's worth it. It's really great. I've watched concert streams from many shows. Like I had mentioned, we like this band, the Lemon Twigs, young guys. They played at Primavera, and I watched that one live. It is really amazing. I did not see it live when it happened, but there was I think it was 2007, a full HD stream of, gosh, was it, Lollapalooza with, the one I watched, the bit I watched was Daft Punk, and that was amazing. And that was many years. I only saw that a couple years ago, and I'm like, wow. You know, and a lot of people went to that. I think Mike was at the Daft Punk show at Coachella in that same time frame. Their stage was amazing. There's an interesting documentary out there. I don't remember where we watched it, which channel it was on, about them prepping for those shows, some of those shows. Actually, it's a documentary about them, and that's one of the things they cover, because I think they also covered them recording the Tron Legacy soundtrack at a studio that, who owns it now? It's the former Muppet studio. I do not remember who bought it. but that used to be like Charlie Chaplin's. Actually, it was the United Artists. I think that was the name of the group. Was their studio. Terrible. Trying to clean up a mess here. It's not bad. I just don't want it to be too dark with the blue because it's a little more difficult to cover it up. Especially because I'm trying to be painting, gonna try to paint it so fine. Which I am not great at. I have done some freehand stuff, so I can do relatively fine designs, but good gosh. But yeah, we don't go see. It's funny, so I believe it was 2021. It was. At Gen Con 2021, we didn't have a booth. So my evenings were a little lighter. You know, we ended kind of. It was also crazy because I kind of flipped out when a lot of it was Beth and I going around and doing stuff, and the crowd was kind of suffocating. You know, with the whole COVID and the masks, and I think they required masks then. They did. And so I would sometimes just go eat off campus, you know, like out of the convention center. And but a friend of ours who is Trick or Treat Studios, the masks company, and their Trick or Treat games stuff, which we really love their stuff. We have met him there. You know, he knew who we were. It was amazing. He was like, oh my gosh. He was like one of the earliest people not the earliest, but to recognize us in public. Now we were at the airport going to Gen Con, but he was really nice. And he was like, we should get together. I'm like, it would be awesome. And then, you know, BGG would do a lot of stuff together. So we never could. And that year I'm like, I can hang out if you want. Sure, that'd be great. And so the plan is I'm going to go with him. And then, he calls me, he's like, hey, I've got tickets to go see Rob Zombie at this theater. They have an outdoor amphitheater. And I'm like, no. The crazy thing is we have friends that work for Rob Zombie, but we'd never seen him. We'd never seen them, White Zombie, live, which I would have loved to back in the day, but there's other issues about all that, which I don't know the whole story on it. But, so we never went. And, but I was like, oh, I'll try to go, that'd be fun. So we went, and of course, we were the only people wearing masks, 15,000 people, and 3 of us wearing masks. It might have been a few more, but there really weren't many. And show was amazing. But Nikki wasn't there, which is a bummer. But, and, you know, I got to meet Rob Zombie, which was really awesome. All that stuff, talked with him for like an hour. And then, but when I was all done with that, I'm like, you know what? The decision was, am I going to go to Germany? I'm like, I think I've already pushed my luck a lot here because I hadn't gotten COVID. And that took Gen Con 2024 for us to get it, I guess. Yeah, that was terrible. But the biggest fear was we just didn't want to get our parents sick. You know, that's what we've been dealing with the whole time. But So yeah, another big show, and we don't do that as much anymore. Like, we did go to see also another show with Chris. We went to see Ghost down in Anaheim, which was amazing. It was really nice of him to take us, because he works with them as well. They did the masks, I think, I think they did all kinds of stuff for that band, but he actually had him go to another company that is friends of his, because they could do a better job for the way they do stuff now, because he applies prosthetics. You know, it's like amazing. Gosh, the last tour had some really cool stuff for the Nameless Ghouls. So all of the band members wear masks, and as a matter of fact, that's how I kind of got back in touch with him, because a friend of ours had a ghost mask. I'm like, oh wow, I want one of those. And so I tried to go buy them at Trick or Treat. I found them, and that was where it was selling them, and they were sold out. So I wrote Chris. I'm like, hey Chris, I don't know if you remember us. I'm like, oh my gosh, Lincoln. Wow, I'm doing this wrong, aren't I? Kind of. And so he's like, let me just send you one. He had one, so that was really nice of him. We absolutely love that mask. We usually have it in the background during Halloween. And so yeah, it was like, that was, I can't remember if that was pandemic times or what, but we hung out with him a lot. We hung out with him in Germany at Essen. He's a really nice guy. His business is pretty neat. They own like the rights to the Halloween mask and things like that. And so he does stuff like, because they do fabrication, you know, like sculpting and fabrication. He does stuff for Rob Zombie. He did things for that show, the mic stands and stuff like that. So it was cool. And Rob Zombie was really neat. Nice guy. And it was when he was working on the Munsters TV show. And he's like, because I told him I saw that he was doing that. And I'm like, I'm a huge fan. I have a Munsters pinball. He's like, there's a Munsters pinball machine. But he had told me he had lots of pinball machines, but he sold them all. Number one, I think he moved to New York, or back to New York. I think he's from New York. And it was hurting his hands and wrists and stuff. I'm hoping he kept his pinball machine, because there is a Rob Zombie pinball machine from Spooky, but I don't know. But he had a house here in LA at Hancock Park, which is a very, high-end neighborhood. But he was really cool. What time is it? It is 12:51. But yeah, it was awesome. I mean, we've been fortunate. We've known, first of all, my dad, I grew up around a lot of that stuff because my dad was in the music business. And I basically learned to leave everybody be because, it's hard for them. Like, I don't think people understand. I mean, some people have no problems, and often the people are excited to have somebody come up and say hi. But I mean, we've been around Deborah when people have come up, and she's been the greatest. She's super nice. So I just don't like to bug them. I understand. So we went to go to a pizza place recently that was fantastic, and Scott is a big fan of Smashing Pumpkins, and I took a picture of Billy Corgan, who was there having dinner, and Scott's like, you should say, big fan, and your boss is a huge fan, your friend's a big fan. And I'm like, dude, he's between two people in a corner booth. He does not want to be bothered. And then one of the waiters like, oh yeah, he's, I'm like, yeah, I saw. I don't want to be. I had to surreptitiously take that photo because I am absolutely not that guy. But I was very excited for Scott that he was there. But he seemed great. He was actually having a good time. So, and that was a nice restaurant too. Very good pizza. I do not remember what it's called. But we will go back there because it was so good. Anyway, let me cut to that. I am going to, so we might not be streaming on Thursday. We have I'm not 100% certain what's going on, but we have James Hudson from Druid City Games coming over, and we may be filming something for an episode with him. I'm not 100% certain. It's a little kind of, I mean, James has been on some streams with us, at least one. Maybe we'll have him be on. I have to let Derek know, but so we probably won't stream because I know it isn't going to start till later. So I can't imagine we're going to get everything done before we would have to stream. And then, so we'll be back on Tuesday with a gameplay stream. And then I won't be back till the following Thursday. Trying to think if there's anything else that we have going on, but you should check out this week's episode. You should check out Lairs. It's awesome, but you should see the new one that's coming up. No, Lairs is the one that's coming. Last week's episode is Loaf. Too many L's, I think we're gonna have a problem there. But yeah, check it out if you can. It's neat. Lairs is really cool. I hope everybody has a great week here. It is Tuesday. I'm always getting this mixed up, and I'm in the morning. I should know. Mornings are on Tuesdays. Anyway, please, I don't say this often, but if you like what we do, please consider supporting us at boardgamegeek.com/support. You can do that any time of the year. You can set up regularly scheduled ones, but if you like what we do on BGG and on GameNight and our media, please consider supporting us there. It's super helpful. And hope you guys take care. Let's see here. Let's see if there's somebody we can raid. Yeah, I love it. You guys, I love chatting. It's super fun. You guys are great. It's awesome hearing some of the stuff that, boy, I don't know what's going on there. Do I not have it open? There we go. Oh, it went down again. Let me first see. Well, we'll raid, right? I'm gonna raid. Dashboard? I don't know what I'm on here. I have readers here, but I should be able to see it, but I can't. Let me just go to the channel. Wow, what am I on here? Oh, you know what? I don't have the chat. This is the other one. I don't want to do that on the other computer, though. Well, I don't know what I'm on here. Oh, I'm on Stream Elements. Good gosh, what a knucklehead. What is Nightbot? Nightbot is a tool that lets us put these, like what game we're playing in there. It's pretty cool. I don't know anything. I mean, I know how to program that stuff, and that's about it. I really don't know anything about it. I don't watch a lot of Twitch, and I do like live stream stuff, but I just don't have the time. Here we go. Let's see. The thumbnail always ends up becoming weird because I'm always over here. So, is that in Spanish or something like that? It is Spanish. Let's hit following me. We'll have some folks that are streaming. Luzapalooza's up. Hey, Rado's up. Oh man, they're doing an RNO show. I took it off. They had it on Wednesday. What the heck? I feel bad. So we're gonna go raid them. I feel terrible because I took them off. They were not. I went and looked at their schedule because I hadn't received anything, and it was not. It was listed as being tomorrow. Dang it. Anyway, well, you can go join them if you want. It's top 12 dice chuckers. I'm Rado's in Ireland now, so I'm not sure how they do all that stuff. But let's start the raid. Say hi for me. It's going to be. You probably won't say anything. They probably have the chat. They're probably ignoring the chat. But man, I feel terrible. I feel terrible. I look specifically though, because I don't get constant updates from them, and I know that they take breaks and stuff like that. And I looked, I'm like, okay, it's tomorrow at 2. 2. It's not 2 o'clock here. Anyway, say hello, everybody. You guys have a great week. I hope to see you next week. Hey, Daryl, take care, and have a great one. YouTube folks, thank you so much for being here. It's really awesome. It's so fun. It's nice to chat and go off on tangents, but
But have a great one. Take care of yourselves. Bye, everybody.